Benjamin Evan Nelson, 27, managed to slip through a background check of a child care provider. A resident of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, put an ad on care.com, a reputable child care website, and was hired to take care of 2 young boys. The parents believed they could trust Nelson with their kids, but little did they know that Nelson was a sadistic child predator who used the website to find his victims. Nelson pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree sodomy, 1 count of attempted first-degree sexual abuse, and 2 counts of first-degree encouraging child sexual abuse. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison. Abigail Hannah was 21 years old when she was babysitting 2-year-old London for parents Tim and Joanne Albers in Hamilton, Massachusetts, but was fired immediately after. On the morning of November 20th, 2015, Tim and Joanne contacted police and reported that their daughter London was missing. A few hours later, London was found on the side of a road a few miles from her house, naked, covered in dirt, with head shaved and cigarette burns all over her body. When police interviewed Hannah, they found dirt under her fingernails and appeared to be very nervous. Hannah was charged with breaking and entering, kidnapping, and assault and battery. A court psychiatrist later testified that she had been experiencing a mental breakdown. In 2015, 17-year-old Cody Ferenbaum of Minneapolis, Minnesota, was sentenced to prison for second-degree unintentional murder. Ferenbaum was babysitting his girlfriend's daughter, 2-year-old Sophia O'Neill, when she began crying. After failing to get her to stop, Ferenbaum lost his patience and began kicking the little girl, then continued stomping on her. After realizing what he had done, he called 911 where the baby was rushed to hospital, only later to die from her injuries. Because of the heinous nature of the crime, Cody was sentenced as an adult, receiving 25 years in prison. In 2012, police searched the home of John J. Ramos of Austin, Texas, where police seized his computer and found evidence of child pornography and exploitation. In the evidence, they found 33-year-old New Jersey babysitter Jennifer Mahoney. When the FBI searched her home, Jennifer confessed to performing oral sex on the 5-year-old girl, streaming the assault online via Skype, and sending the footage back to Ramos. Ramos, a former middle school employee, pled guilty to producing and distributing child pornography and was sentenced to 30 years in prison, followed by 10 years of supervised release. Mahoney pled guilty to sexual exploitation of a child, received a 30-year prison sentence, lifetime supervised release, computer monitoring, and registration on the sex offenders list. 29-year-old Texas resident Ashley Virginia Dack is a sadistic child predator who started babysitting to have easy access to children. In October 2014, Dack's friend immediately went to the police after Dack started sending messages bragging about her exploits with children. Investigators searched the homes of Dack and her boyfriend, 37-year-old Patrick Schulman, where police found messages on Dack's phone in which she and her boyfriend fantasized about kidnapping a young girl and sexually assaulting her. Police also found photos of Dack inappropriately touching an 11-month-old baby, which she texted to Schulman, who responded, "Thank you so much for my gift." Both were charged with super aggravated sexual assault of a child and sexual performance by a child under the age of 14.